We are back with another one, of course. Took me a while to come back. Wait, I gotta make sure the settings are correct. I took a nap. And this is the last two videos, so I'll do this one for Madden, and then I'm gonna do a GT7. I'm gonna do some. Probably gonna finish up the professional championship race, and then I'll just do a couple of customs, and then call it that. And so yeah, and this time I really gotta dive deep into my book. Both my books. Maybe probably dive deep more into my short story, but we'll see. Definitely gotta do some podcasts. I gotta write some podcast ideas down, some episodes down. Because I haven't dropped any content in a minute because of that shit. But we'll see.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Atlanta Falcons. The veteran punter Bradley Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll start out here with the option left. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now it's Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Play action. It's Jackson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Jackson running again. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down. First down, and they'll try to run the option left. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless 1st quarter. Second down, here's an option right. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Prochet. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Be aggressive. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Jackson going to run. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota at their own 26. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action. Mariota sliding out of the pocket. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A good pickup there, a 22. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Play action now. Mariota. They'll roll him out right. And complete to Drake London. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He'll buy some time right. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And, partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Now Jackson on first down. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
What? What?
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. To throw again is Jackson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
They go play action with Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins. Oh, he's brought down. Remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
A great play there as time expires in the first half.
And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3.
Here's Smith to return it. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First target, first catch, and a first down. Mariota. Well, it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. Mariota. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mariota.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Wow.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And can you believe this? It's recovered in the end zone by the defense. So after all that, it's not a touchdown, it's a turnover, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 10.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Third down, here's Patterson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now Mariota on 4th down.
Got his man. It's London. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest. I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the 1st down. But they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made them pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Back to the ground now. Patterson.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mariota on 1st down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith, as he gets the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota, and he'll complete this one to Patterson.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
Trying to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. But just not a particularly confident throw there. That one, it had a lot of air under it.
And the fact that it was thrown out toward the sideline, the ball seemed to hang up there forever. That's one that you go to bed dreaming about as a defender because that's about as easy as they come.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mariota to throw it.
Throw left side. There's London.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards there on a Falcon 1st down. To throw Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Roquan Smith in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. To throw is Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
4th down, Mariota. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They'll start by running the option to the right, and he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play action. Now Jackson. Out to his left. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Atlanta.
All right, I'm gonna make some coffee actually, and then I'll be right back. to the Falcons.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And Mariota going to put it up right away. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Here's Mariota. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. Pitch and catch there, good for 13. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Didn't get it by much, but bottom line, got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
First down, Mariota. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out.
Let's go.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Mariota. This pass is caught by London. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Marcus Mariota. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. The underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you somewhere along the way the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And again, it's Mahomes. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
On play action, it's Mahomes. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Get off.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Bradley Pinion sets their kickoff.
Hi.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now a passage taken in by Smith-Schuster. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Lorenzo Carter in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play fake. Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
54. I'm scared. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 55.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up third and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
First down, and they'll start with Algier.
And not much of an opening there, as he's only going to get this to about the 32. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
See, can I find him one more time?
Mariota now. Eluding the pressure right.
Got a man, it's London.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here's Algier again on second down.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Check your hot read. Check 99. Check 99.
Third down, here's Algier.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Patterson running between the tackles. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there.
On 2nd and 7, Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Final play of the half here. Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
So we're second half. I bet she's not going to be expecting this.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt.
And he's going to make this first. Strike.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he is going to have the Chiefs 1st down as they manage to convert And that'll keep the drive alive. Mahomes now to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Where's Evans at? Shit, I'm probably not in this form, actually.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
Watch 54. Kermit. Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, Tyler. I got you.
Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mahomes going to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 8 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
On second down, a run with Patterson.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. Steps away to his left. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
Play fake. Mariota rolling to his right. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
They'll run with Patterson.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play's supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him down in a big way.
And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Mahomes now on 1st down. Screen play, McKinnon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Mahomes to throw it. Finding Kelsey.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line.
Mahomes will throw.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Mahomes. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Flushed out right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down. Throwing here, Mariota. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Mariota. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Attack! Hero 15!
One final try from Mahomes. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
Gotta tighten up defense a little bit.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.
I want to get in, I forgot what phone it was. It wasn't an iPhone. Shit. I'll have to look back into that. This form I love the most with the Falcons, actually. I had that PA drive.
We are at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Mariota going to put it up right away. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
They'll go. It's Patterson.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Alright, I gotta get better at with this fucking playbook. This new offensive playbook.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I wonder if I should have switched to push.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11.
Panther Street. 19 tight. 19 tight.
53 is the mic.
Hurts.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. 43's the mic. We don't want this. 43's the mic, boy. 43. Check. 43. 43.
Here's Mariota. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1.
Oh, the sneak, it's Hurts.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts
scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
His throw caught right around the 6. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
They'll run with Sanders. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Hurts.
guys.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts with his second touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
And a call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
So disrespect. The game asked me if I wanted to see because the game thought I was trying.
Running the counter, Patterson.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Now Mariota escaping the pressure right. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 3rd down, Mariota.
And complete to Drake London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, Patterson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
To throw is Mariota. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play. And they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it. And he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Check, Mike 57, Mike 57. Twist.
4th down, Mariota. as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And the ball is knocked out, and the Falcons grab it. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. First down, Mariota. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They go play action. Mariota steps away. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Mariota to throw it. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Kyle Pitts.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will cut the lead down to 15. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Following the interception here, Mariota.
This pass is caught by London.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Mariota. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Mariota now.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Once more, they turn to Patterson.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Here's a give to Patterson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Check 99, check 99, check 24, check 24, check 3, check 3. He's coming. We got that one.
A handoff for Patterson.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Patterson, and he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Mariota eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Throwing is Mariota. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more. This time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. 3rd down, here's Patterson. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run with Patterson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Check 26, check 26. 43 is the mark.
Now Mariota. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Falcons get a bit closer. Koo able to connect on the extra point as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Here's a screen with Gainwell. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Again, a run with Gainwell. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. Got a man. It's Brown. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Throwing on second and long. Hurts. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead holds at 8.
That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. To throw, Mariota. That's caught by Pitts.
A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
Mariota. London hauls this one in.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Now Mariota. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
No.
And this is caught. It's Brown.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Oh, with a juke. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
Oh, I'll play better this time. I do alternate. Uni. Or I guess I'll just go like that. I don't know. Fuck it. I'm gonna start this search. I'll be right back.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons.
The veteran punter Bradley Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. On play action, Prescott sliding out of the pocket. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
2nd and 4.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott on the move to his left.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll run for it with Algier.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now Mariota on 4th down.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle. Here's Algier again on 2nd down.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing, Mariota.
And caught by London. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. 2nd down and 3.
To throw, Mariota.
Throws right back to London, complete again. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And a loose football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
We're scoreless after 1. Four yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
play fake. Mariota. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Mariota to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Prescott on 1st down.
That is caught.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They'll go again with Patterson.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. From the red zone now, Mariota.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Elliott running right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
The 1st down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Prescott. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Final play of the half. Prescott. Flushed out right.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz. As time expires in the first half.
And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play, and that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Very short kick taken right at the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And this is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
That's caught left side, the tight end Pitts.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. To the air again, Mariota.
Right back to Pitts again.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Off the play fake, Mariota. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. It's caught on the right side at Smith.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll try to run with Patterson. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Here's Patterson again.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Handoff running left, Patterson.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Mariota. He'll buy some time right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
The Falcons on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Mariota. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A third down pickup of 5. 4th down, Mariota. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Good job, yo.
They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. On second down, it's Pollard. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He's going deep for Brown, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. On 2nd and 10, Mariota completes to Zacchaeus. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Mariota. Escapes the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
Now, I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons have...
Oh, he's quitting. Funk, don't quit, man. Alright, I'm gonna do one more and then I'm gonna do some GT7 and then after that, that will be it. Actually, 3:30, so let's see, let's check. Let's check the stats. Wait. I'm on a 1-game win streak. Lost 88 games. Damn. Won 87 games. That's a lot of games together. Wait, thought it showed like a schedule of people I went against, but I guess not. And get some agua. Yeah, I'm gonna end it there. Peace out.